had my daughter. And I think
You
then
feel like you've gone the other way?
So I went the other way for a minute. I was like, I need a break. Or I was very choosy with the true crime I would watch. It could have nothing to do with kids.
Yeah, so many moms tell us, they're like, if it's a
Yes.
kid episode, like, I can't listen.
Yep.
Which, like, I totally get, because I've got a daughter now, and I think that
Doesn't it change, don't you think?
your view of the world, I think,
Yeah.
completely changes. But I keep telling everyone, I feel like I was actually pushed more towards listening. Like, it was definitely harder. But the same reason I listened to everything else, it's like, I can't protect her if I don't know what to protect her from.
Before, when I used to watch true crime, there's not even a thought that any of this would happen to me.
Really?
Never. I'm like, I will all those people up. Everyone's going to find me. Like, it wasn't a thought. When you have kids, then you're like, okay, at least for me, the world is so dark. It's so scary. Everyone is so messed up. And I'm not going to put myself in any of these situations. I'm going to have all the security I can, like the alarm systems, the shattering glasses. Like, I have so many things that I don't think I had an alarm before I had kids. Like, who knows?
There's no way you didn't have an alarm.
Well,
for
I
your
don't
kids.
know. I'm probably exaggerating.
You're on just like a different
I'm probably exaggerating, but the thought I put into things now, it is Fort Knox. If I could build a moat, I would have a moat with alligators and great whites.
I keep telling people I want to recreate. Did you watch The Village, the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No.
Why has no one seen The Village? Like,
is this a horror movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he's horror. I don't do horror.
Okay.
I can do true crime. I don't want you to like scare me. Like a boo. I can do suspense.
Okay, but you don't do a boo. Well, I'm going to ruin M. Night Shyamalan for people, so spoiler alert.
Okay, spoiler alert.
But they have this, like, it's set in like this like 1800s village, and there's this like monster that lives in the woods.
Already terrified.
And you find out at the end, there is no monster. It's like modern day, that this like community came together to like create a fake 1800s so that their kids could be safe. And I was like, I want to do that, but the 90s.
I like that. Yes.
Where it's just like you get like a new CD and like AIM.
Yes.
Very early on. Like that I'd be jazzed about.
This has nothing to do with true crime, but over the weekend, I just made a list. So my dad had a tradition that once a week we would watch a movie of his choosing.
Okay.
And which I hated at the time.
Obviously.
I'm like, I'm not watching these old movies. But now people will reference the movies that he made me watch. I'm like, oh, I know that reference. So I made a list and I Googled like 90s movies.
Yes.
Like Now and Then, The Babysitter's Club. There's so many great movies. I don't just went on a tangent, but
I feel like I need your list because I grew up in like deeply religious, like borderline cult. And so like I missed like this whole era.
Stop. You couldn't watch those movies?
No, I couldn't.
But you could be in true crime?
I couldn't watch Harry Potter. I'm just watching Harry Potter for the first time with my daughter.
Oh my, well, that's a good experience.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but you can watch true crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense,
Love
right?
it. Balance. Yeah. Okay. No judgment. We listen and we don't judge. That's what I do.
Oh, we're out now. I judge a lot.
Okay. So there wasn't one case that like turned you on to true crime. It was just, was it more that so many things couldn't be solved or could be solved?
I mean, I'm definitely drawn to unsolved cases over solved ones. I mean, I think that there's two things that are like constantly drawing me to these. And I think in like the solved cases, we have a saying, Crime Junkies, that like we're not paranoid, we're pro-paranoid. Like I wanted to look for all of the things that like if I were ever in this situation, what would I do? What led up to this? What do I look out for in a relationship? Like what are the red flags? So in a lot of the solved cases, I feel like what we find is education, preservation. And then in the unsolved cases, I mean, my dream was to like be a detective. I'm like, sure, if like I can get the right case file, if I can talk to the right person, like surely I can solve the mystery. And I think our brains like love a mystery. I don't think it manifests as true crime maybe for everyone, but like we look for order where there isn't any. And I mean, like it's like missing person cases. I'm obsessed with like, how is someone here 1 second, gone the next?
Nancy Guthrie. I mean, is that not heartbreaking?
Think?
I don't know. I'm just like, this is 2026. There is nothing like we don't, I
can't even believe that. But I'm also like very conspiratorial. So like
me too. I don't know if I know enough about this case, but like all the things I was reading about the brother-in-law and that kind of stuff, I'm like, Oof.
We did a whole like episode in our fan club where I was like, you guys, there's like weird stuff happening in the background.
The ransom notes going to all the media outlets
TMZ,
first.
I
How
know.
weird was that?
I know. I know.
It's so much. And I can't understand that in 2026, there's not, like you said, that's what I don't believe that there's not one piece of information. They're not telling
They're not
us.
telling us,
Yeah.
which is like so common with law enforcement, right? As we work with so many families, like we're not just telling these stories, we're working with law enforcement, we're working with families. And it is wild how they like are going through the most like traumatic experience of their life. There's no resolution. There's this person who they love who's out there in the world missing or murdered. And they're expected to just like, you have to pay the bills. You have a
Yeah.
contract. You have to go back to work. And the world just like keeps moving, even though yours has like completely stopped. And it's so odd.
It's also how people feel like the anger towards the world when someone passes away close to them. And it's the acknowledgement that they're like, oh, the world just still, everything still goes on. I'm like, it does. It sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's the strangest
it's
feeling.
the strangest feeling. Speaking of that, you are gravitating more towards cold cases.
Yeah.
You've actually yourself solved over 20 cold cases.
Not because I'm like out there boots on the ground, but our nonprofit has. So
Yeah, that's incredible.
thanks. So much of like when I got into this, I wanted to find a way to give back. So even as a consumer of true crime, I always felt weird taking this as entertainment when I'm like, this is the worst time in a family's life. So even before I ever created this content, I was volunteering like with my local Crime Stoppers. Like, how do I just give back in a small way? And then as I created content, it was, bigger ways and bigger ways. And we have the team of amazing investigative journalists, and we're doing amazing work. And some of the work that we're doing on these cases is actually moving them forward. But I also kept finding over and over that I'd get to these agencies and they're like, yeah, we have suspect DNA in this murder. We just like we don't have the funds to test it.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'm like, we're talking like $5,000 between like getting a murderer off the streets or not. And so we started a nonprofit called Season of Justice. And that nonprofit has gone on. I think they've now awarded like $2 million in grants that have gone to like, 250, 300 different cases.
Wow.
And, it takes a long time. Sometimes, you hit a dead end, but they've solved a ton of cold cases through that organization. And it's been really amazing to see. And I think that a lot of people are looking at that and changing the way that they think about like true crime content. Because it can feel, I feel like it gets a bad rap that it's just like this exploitative, voyeuristic thing. And I don't think it has to be.
No. And also, what a wonderful legacy that you get to leave behind. I know you said you're not the one like boots hitting the ground, but you're the one making it all happen and making that a possibility. And that for 20 families or more than 20, for them to have that closure, it's so, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have one case that's a cold case that like you wish you can solve, but like, have you tried that hasn't been able to be solved? Like Jean Benet, for example, are you like, there's just no way this still isn't solved yet?
It is weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
I am obsessed with the John Bonet case. I mean, again, that's like, since I was little, I followed it.
I feel like Kim and I are too. That and the Maddie.
Oh, Madeleine McCann.
Yes.
Portugal. Yep. John Bonet is one that, I mean, in the last like year and a half, I sat down with her dad. I've done like a ton. I continue to get people who write into me or talk to me who have information on that. And that's something that I think I'll constantly follow like throughout my career.
Right.
I don't think there's just like one case that everyone always asks, like, what's the one? Like, you would solve the one. And to me, it's like whatever one, all of them, but whatever one I'm like the deepest into at the moment. And we just did this, a couple of episodes, this series out of Arizona that hasn't gotten, I don't think a ton of like mainstream media. I think they're like to the area. People kind of know about this case, but there was this dad who was on FaceTime with his kids at the office. And all of a sudden they hear this like commotion, they hear this like bang, and he's like, it's dark. And they go running to their mom and they end up finding out that he was shot while he was on FaceTime with them. And the police get to his office and it's just him and his business partner in the office. And he is shot execution style. His business partner is fine, just like a little bump on the noggin.
Okay.
And they say two masked men, and there's video of two masked men coming in and shooting him. And The weird part is a couple of days after he is killed, this business partner comes to his wife, Alicia, and he's like, hey, I need you to sign, the insurance policies for your family. Like, he owned half the business. You'll get $500,000. And she's like, listen, let me bury my husband first.
Right.
Like, give me a beat and then I'll come back to you. And so she goes in her husband's email. She's like looking. She didn't know really a lot about the insurance policies. And she's already like not loving Dave. Like,
Yeah.
there's been some like disputes. And she finds that there is $8 million of life insurance taken out on her husband for their HVAC company.
Okay, well,
And
all roads point to.
she gets a lawyer and they're like, hey, let's make sure we have the paperwork in order. We're going to make sure the company is split 50-50, that you get half of that. They get everything in order. They go to sign the paperwork. And the insurance company is like, what do you mean? You already signed the paperwork. We have your signature. The money has been paid out to his business partner, Dave Sweetman.
No.
So she has to fight tooth and nail to get some kind of settlement that they decide on. And his case is unsolved.
Yeah, those things just
don't make sense.
No, they rack my brain because I'm like, what are we talking about? I am a civilian. And I'm like, hello. Yes, I'm pointing fingers, but it's obvious.
So we looked into his business partner, Dave Sweetman, and we're like, who is this guy? Like, as part of the episode. And weirdly, nowhere in Nick's case file does this show up, but we found out that Dave Sweetman had a wife named Laura Sweetman, who 7 years before Nick Cordova died, Laura Sweetman dies mysteriously in her home after she had filed for divorce from him. And her case was ruled undetermined manner and cause of death. There was not even a newspaper article about this woman's death.
That happens all the time.
It's unbelievable.
All the time.
So those are the ones that I'm like very deep into. We just did like 3 parts on Nick Cordova's case, Laura Sweetman's case, and then we just got someone in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office in Arizona has to be a fan because they released to us all this audio from a domestic violence incident.
No.
So then we dropped all of the audio in our feed. And so I feel like I'm like hot on the trail. We're like getting like active tips on this. Which
I love
normally
that.
The stuff we do is like a lot older. I'm like, I feel like this is like happening in real time. So
no,
it's kind of wild.
I mean, I'm not like smiling. I'm happy. I'm like, it's just so exciting that potentially you'll be able to help this family because that is
I'm excited
crazy.
for
Yes.
Alicia. I'm excited for Laura's family because she can't get police to do anything. Like, Laura's case has never been investigated really, like, since 2013.
Well, it's like that. I think they were in Arizona too.
Lori Vallow.
Yes. Oh my God. Lori Vallow.
Oh, yeah.
And she was hiding in Hawaii, her and her new husband, but the brother was killing everyone.
Dude, that's bananas. There's some wild
But
stuff.
no one, like 3 of the men in her life were dead. 3 of his wives were dead or whatever, the women in his life.